What's up, guys? How's everyone doing today? It's Johnny. It's Friday morning, 8 a.m. It's been a busy week, so I haven't seen you guys since Wednesday night at the fights. Yesterday, I took the day off. It was a late night. Zoo didn't come to the ring until like midnight, and I'm usually in bed by 8 p.m. I'm an old head, so I'm usually in bed by 8 p.m. I'm usually up at 5 a.m. Yesterday I slept in. I just took the day off, and because I know we got a lot of work to do today. We got fights today. We got fights tomorrow. We got fights Sunday, and just busy, busy. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Dwayne Styles, you made it to Mexico, man. Nice. Glad to see you safely traveled. Mexico is one of my favorite places in the world. I always tell people now I would when I lived in Long Beach, California, we would always go to Cabo San Lucas. This would have been 2000, maybe from 2004 to 2011. I go to Cabo all the time, and there's this old hotel that Frank Sinatra used to own. If you're in Cabo San Lucas and you're on the pier where all the multi-million dollar yachts dock and the casino is right there, the very first neighborhood behind the casino, there's like old open brick. It's a beautiful local neighborhood, and we would stay right in Sinatra's old hotel. But yeah, I love Mexico. I love the people. I love the culture. I love the food. So hopefully you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing good. We had a good night. We had a good night with the Tim Zoo fights. We had a great night in Japan. We're gonna talk about. Well, I'm gonna leave it open to you guys. Every time I miss one live stream, I miss a day. I feel like I haven't spoke to you guys in a while. So as you guys are tapping in, let me know where you're coming in from. Like Dwayne's telling me, "What's up, King?" And because of all the fights, if you want to talk about what happened, we can. We hit on a plus 829. We hit on a plus 400. We hit on the MVP card on Tuesday. So we've hit three. We're doing well. We're up. We're always eating out here. If you guys haven't joined our Discord, the link is pinned right here in the comment section. Also, we launched YouTube's first 24/7 boxing news live stream. So we have all the news. We have the up-to-date odds. That's called Boxing News Now. We launched it last week. We're at about 80 subscribers already, so I say thank you. And then some of you boys wanted me to. I started a Patreon as well. I know some of you guys can't join on YouTube, so the Patreon link is pinned here. It's the same exact cost. You join the Patreon, you get access to the Discord, and I'm gonna add other perks to the Patreon. You guys asked for that. It's here. I appreciate everybody. As we're getting into business, I'm gonna say what's Dwayne's in the house. He's in. No, I never been to the part you're at. So you're in Tampico, Talamapas. I've never been there. Cabo's beautiful. It's my favorite. It was one of my favorite places in the world. I think about Cabo all the time, to be honest with you. Went 5 for 5 in Japan. We're up. We're up. Yeah, dude. We sometimes you want the ball to bounce your way. In Japan, the ball bounced our way. We hit on everything. We hit on method of victories. We hit on our underdogs of the week. And let's just continue with this momentum. I'm gonna get right to business. Magic Kush with a question about business moving forward. Do you think Cardenas gets the knockout today? Let's pull up the odds. We'll just get right into it. Okay. Cardenas fights in roughly maybe 5, 6 hours. He's fighting Eric Robles Ayala. We'll go over these odds. I know a couple guys who've sparred with Ramon. Everybody that I've spoken to, I mean, we watched his power on full display against Inoue. The kid has a fan-friendly style. I'm a fan of Cardenas. Like I always tell you guys, I'm not I don't do this because I'm a fan of one fighter, right? My passion is for the sport of boxing. Through the passion of boxing, you run across fighters who have specific styles, and then through your time with learning the sport, certain styles will sort of speak to you. Dude, Ramon Cardenas' style, fan friendly. Will he get the knockout? The odds are telling you yes. Now, I am playing Cardenas on a parlay. I mean, Eric Robles is tough. We'll pull him up real quick. The odds are saying, yeah, all the money's coming in on Ramon to stop him. I mean, it's really tough. Two tough Mexican boxers. You know, we've seen Eric stopped twice, but we've seen Ramon stopped. Valdez, Liam Davies, Acosta. I think so. I think that's a good bet. I think that's a good bet, boys. But I mean, we know some. There's going to be some guys playing points as well. So when I make this a definite, I'll share it. I'll share it in the Discord. After this live stream, I'm going to share you. I'm going to give you guys two more parlays. Salute, pound for pound. You think Cardenas got that knockout today? Everyone's asking. I got Cardenas stopping him. Twin Styles FanDuel. Nate Marciano, which weight class you're in boxing? Which weight class are you? Well, when I was a kid, I started boxing when I was 7 years old, and then I stopped when I was 15 years old. So when I was seven, I was a little boy, but I still box, spar. I don't do it. I don't do it obviously on a level of competition, but I walk around at about between 80 and 85 kilos, and my fighting weight would be more like 70 kilos, 70, 72. I'm 5'11". My place isn't a tourist place. Nice, man. I love Stranger Things. That's my joint. What's up, my guy? Good to see you on one of the lives, big dog. My guy from Insta. Good to see you on one of the lives. We need to see those bets in the Discord too, mate. You know your stuff. He's a boxer. Have you talked about Ramon Cardenas' card? No, we're going to talk about it, Eric, right now. Ask me what you want. Tapping in from Phoenix. Dwayne Styles, JSB inside for 3 months, 12 weeks. Let's go. It's only going to get better. I went to Tampico once. Mexico is great. Tomorrow is sparring day, Johnny. Bro, you went to Mexico to spar. That's a whole loaded conversation. It's good sparring. Sent from Pat, new member, my guy. Appreciate you, the re-up. Boxing booth, brother. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the tip. We offered boxing booth. You're a beast, man. I appreciate you. We Some of you guys. I know some of the boys here from Russia. So shout out to. There's a few of you boys that you met. You've been messaging me. A couple boys from Russia. A couple boys from some other places. I guess YouTube, Google Analytics doesn't allow certain countries to put in their credit card details to join our Discord. So through these conversations, I started the Patreon. So if you guys want to join the Discord through the Patreon, that link is pinned. And if you want to just tip, you could also either do what Boxing Booth did, tip here, or you could tip in the Patreon too. I'm learning as we go, boys. Magic Kush, you think him knocking down Inoue was because of his power? I think him knocking down Inoue was. It's a great question. I think him knocking down Inoue was. It's multifaceted. It's Inoue's bravery. It's that exciting style Inoue fights with. He's gonna fight you in the pocket, and we saw Luis Nery drop him before too. And when we taped Cardenas versus Inoue, guys, and I got the receipts. I told the boys to pick Inoue to get knocked down in this fight. So I knew that Ramon could crack. I knew that when you look at the scientific equation formula from a strength and conditioning perspective, how is power created? So there's a formula scientifically on how to get to power, right? Speed creates force, force creates power. So speed is definitely an element of power. But I knew about Cardenas going into the Inoue fight. I hit a 16-1 on Inoue to be dropped. And whenever we hit props like that, the biggest regret is we should have bet heavier. But no, Cardenas could crack a little bit of both. They don't allow them to get Google Play credit and use that for. Look, I didn't. I didn't go too much in detail, but I've heard, I guess certain countries won't allow credit card details on YouTube. That's all. And Johnny, I got to send you my YouTube recap. You may, I appreciate you, man. King, Eric throws. So Eric throws a ton of punches, so I'm seeing him getting caught. Yeah. So what Ramon's going to do is punch with him. And look, we're looking at the odds, guys, right now. I know that Ramon Cardenas, $1.62. The odds aren't that great. You know what I'm saying? $100 on the knockout gets you your money plus 62. I'll show you a knockout prop that I really like. If you're gonna play this, mate, we've seen Eric stopped before though against guys who maybe don't punch as hard as Ramon. The 335 on points is good value. Eric's a tough Mexican. Both of these guys, I only reference that because Mexican on Mexican pride is on the line. It's going to be a showcase fight. Uh, Anything can happen in these sort of fights. I don't see a big skill gap one side or the other. I gave you guys this in the Discord. Here's my prop of the week. They've added so many fights. This is insane. Okay. I gave this to you at $1.85. I don't know if it's dropped. Yep, it's still there. So this is my prop. Callum Simpson to stop Troy at $1.85. I think that value is great as a standalone bet. I'm going heavy. I mean, 100 my unit gets you your money back plus $85, and I'm happy with it. I feel more comfortable with Simpson stopping Troy. I think Ramon should get the job done. I'm kind of overthinking it. The odds on this card today, though, it's tough to find. We're trying to find value plays. Now, I've been scratching my head on this fight. So this is the one I've been scratching my head. Is anybody going Harrington here? I'm interested in your take on this, boys. Anyone going Harrington here? Polaco hasn't fought in over a year and a half. I'll bring up his resume. His resume is not really great. So this is the favorite. That's his AMI record. This is his pro record. He's 7-0 in the pros. 5 knockouts. 6'3", Puerto Rican southpaw. Comes from a good camp. He comes from a good camp. You need to know these things. Here's my hesitation, though. This fight was down. He fought Acevedo June of 2024. 18 months ago. And then look at his opponents who he's been fighting. 26-18, 2-1 debut, 2-2 debut. So he's literally fought pretty much 3 guys. I mean, are you going to count 2-1? His resume, mate, anything could happen. Let's look at his opponent, Harrington. Harrington's a 2-1 dog here. And, of course, it's tripping. Marlon Harrington. I think he's a Detroit fighter. Why is that relevant? This is on that. So Harrington's 12-2. I think Harrington's live here. I put this up in the Discord. Nobody's tailing. I think I'm gonna sprinkle on Harrington here, guys. He's gonna be the shorter guy, but the way he fights, he's gonna be tighter. I think he 33, 12-2. Let's see who he's fought. People don't like him getting stopped against Ardrell Holmes, but people only remember Ardrell Holmes, fighting Lubin. But Ardrell Holmes, mate, people, regionally in the Detroit area, people in the American domestic scene, Archer Holmes is a task. I mean, he's not the biggest of punchers, so people see that they're going to do their boxing match. Well, if Archer Holmes stopped Harrington in the second, what's Polacco going to do? But I mean, there's not a lot. I think it's worth a sprinkle. Polacco might Holmes Harrington. Okay, this is what people were saying. Let me see it. Let me catch up to you boys. The way he said was okay. All right, so this is why he's the favorite. Watch his last fight. The way he sets his punches up, he might stop Harrington. All right, so people, yeah, people. This is the narrative I've been getting on Polacco. I only got like what a couple hours to watch that tape. I'll peep it. Polacco might stop Harrington. Resume is super weak. Slick though. I could see that he's got similar height, 6'3". Him versus who? They're grooming. It's not. It's not. It's Polacco. I think people are getting. This isn't Roman Polanco, by the way. Brian Polacco. Not to be confused with Rohan Polanco. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. These are the odds. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna sprinkle on the. I'm probably gonna sprinkle on the dog here. I'm probably gonna take Harrington here. I I still have a bad taste in my mouth from Yenis Tejas. You never know with these cards, guys. I'm not betting the house. I'll probably go half unit. We're already up. We ate good in Japan. These are like stay busy fights for us, the boxing fans. Um, okay, so yeah, you guys like Polacco. I'm gonna take Harrington here, just for that. I mean the odds $1.45. Let's see what the props say. Let's see what your prop. Are you guys getting props here? Okay, Polacco by knockout. Polacco by knockout 330. Polacco. Okay, now we're. You know what? How many rounds is this fight? Everything I just said about Harrington. Press pause. I'm just seeing how many rounds we got to play with. So it's an 8-rounder. You got, dude, my boy Deshaun is reading my mind. This cat's on point, dog. It's an 8-rounder. That's what I was thinking. That's, dude, now, because what we're doing is we're trying to find value. Remember, we're archaeologists. We're sifting through the rubble, finding debris. We're searching for bones. Like so now you got me thinking the money line $1.45 on Brian wasn't too convincing. I was, if it was just a money line bet, I would probably sprinkle on the dog. But now the method of victory, it has to, now we're talking 8-rounder. What are you guys seeing here? Yeah, Carrington's won 2 in a row. Eric Morgan already put money on Polacco by knockout. Yeah. Yo, look, man, I'm getting it right now at plus 230. You got it at plus 260. He has 24 minutes to work. So that's the way I break it down. 8-rounder, 24 minutes, 8 times 3, 7 times. You break it down like that. If you compartmentalize it like that, how much work, and then I just don't like Polacco's. I don't like Polacco's resume. So same. What's Elago say? Same Polacco money line, no distance. Your book is letting you parlay that? Are you guys parlaying that on the same thing? My book doesn't let me do that. So that's the play. Money line, no distance. Well, if you're going money line, no distance, what are the odds? I'm not seeing. No, just separate bet. So okay, so $1.45. If you're doing my 45 bucks on $100, not bad. 45%. Not bad. 45% return. Not bad. Maybe you guys are talking me into it. Nobody sees the dog here. Harrington on points, plus 400. It's gonna be a fun one. I might just roll the dice, or I'm either gonna go Harrington on points at +4, or Polanco by knockout at +230. I'm just being straight up with you boys, because I got some money I got house money right now. I got some money to take some more risks, but just to let you know, that's probably where I'm gonna no distance +1. No, let's keep going. Ela Ghost, what's up, brother? I haven't seen you in a while. Will the fight go the distance? No. +125. Not a bad shout. So King likes Harrington's activity. Okay, so now we're talking. Now we're talking strategy. Harrington's activity versus Polanco's power. Um, I saw volume as well. People, they don't like him getting stopped in the second against Ardrill, but I tell, dude, Ardrill's high level, dude. This dude, he was in there with Lubin for a reason. I don't like that he's been out for a year and a half, and I don't like his resume. Well, Harrington was stopped by Ardrill Holmes is a legit amateur, and he was 17-0 going into the Lubin fight. Ardrill Holmes is tough fighter. So Harrington is live. He just has a weak chin. I meant activity as in 2 fights. No, my book is saying Polanco hasn't fought in 20 since his last fight was 2024. He had a canceled fight against Acevedo in 2024. No, that was because it was rescheduled. He hasn't fought since June 21st, 2024. That I'm about to just bring King on. I'm frustrating him. So here's Harrington. Yeah, he's fought Cameron Crawl. This will be his 3rd fight this year. 3 fights this year. I agree. I agree with King right here. Harrington had 2 fights. I think Do you guys believe in ring rust? I don't know much about Polanco. Is he sparring? Does he stay in shape? I know he comes from a good camp. You boys you boys have made that clear, not discrediting Holmes. But if we can say Polanco is on that level or even near, he should be able to get. Do you think he's on that level? Is there? I need to watch more tape on Polanco. I'll get back to you guys. Harrington had 2 fights. Yeah, I'll get back to you on this one. Guys, as you're tapping in, we're floating between 40 and 60 in the live. Could you give me a thumbs up? Could you subscribe if you haven't? Like this video. Join our Discord. Support us on Patreon. It's all pinned. All right, Marlon Harrington is a tough street dude. Julius, you playing it like this is the fight of I'm thinking about sprinkling on Harrington. Where do you sit with this? A tough street dude versus it's still boxing at the end of the day. All these guys are going to be tough. We got these fights starting in. I'm gonna have to put a little NFL prop parlay too, boys. You know I'll be playing them NFL props. So Polanco fights at 11. So he fights in 2.5 hours. Marlon has no skills. He's just a tough street dude. All right, so you see Polanco stopping him. Do you think it's on points, or do you think it's by knockout? If you're saying he's tough, I'm thinking knockout then. Good looks, even for that. Even better for us. Yeah, so Elagos, you even better. I agree. All right, I'm gonna have to make a little pivot then. I already put a bet in. I might just do a little sneaky hedge then. Conceição Sosa Conceição versus Espadas. Let's check it. I have some action on it. The odds aren't great though. I think I took Conceição. Yeah, I'm not even getting props here. I'm not even getting props here on the Conceição fight. He should win that fight though. You think Cardenas gets the knockout? Well, that's the question, man. We've seen Robles stopped. Ramon could crack. He has a little. I always like. I actually, whenever a guy gets buzz off of getting stopped, that you got to remember that. Like Ramon got hype because he got stopped and he dropped Inoue. Cobbs versus Whale. That's tomorrow. Dubois by knockout. I could see that, Mike. I'll pull up these odds one more time. If we're talking value, this is method of victory odds. $1.62 really isn't great there. Polanco is tough. He got cracked in his last fight and recovered. I mean, there's not a lot of things like Polanco's level of competition is a little bit suspect, though. Hell no, she haven't had a knockout yet. Is this some competition? I highly doubt it. I think people see what Carolyn looks like, bodied up, physique. Ramon was also stopped on the feet. Tough as nails. Yeah, he didn't go out. You guys got me thinking, boys. Boys, I'm going to cut it early. I got a lot to do. I'm going to upload another Stats Stone live video. This was only a short one. I'm going to go live for the fights. So you guys are going to see, if you guys are bored, tap in. I'm going to live stream the Pro Box card, and we'll be chatting during the... I got to say what's up to my boy first. What's up, Mike? There's value on the Jake versus AJ over to add to a parlay. I'm taking it to go to the points. AJ won't hurt. Dude, AJ on points is crazy value, mate. I'm not even lying. I was looking this earlier. I told myself I wouldn't talk about this fake fight, but Mike Tyler drew it out of me. Paulie said the ring size. Yeah. I heard Paulie. I shared that in our Discord that you're not in, but I had a voicemail from Paulie and Tommy about this 3 days ago. I put in the Discord if you guys listen to it. The ring size. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'll be back in like 2 hours.